Hello, my beautiful Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the first half of July 2025. I hope you're doing well. We're going to start with some general messages before we take a look and see what's going on for you in love. Now, from the pre-shuffle, your guidance that's coming through really strong is that the difficult times have passed and yet you're still holding on to them. Okay, so Spirit is really asking you to shed the anxiety that you've kind of accumulated. You've outgrown it. It's starting to become a little bit of a program. So Spirit is saying everyone experiences times of feeling weak, vulnerable, angry, or frustrated, but remember that you can transmute undesirable energy. Believe that healing is happening, okay? And you don't have to stay stuck, okay? Elevate your thought pattern so that you can attract abundance into your life. You are what you believe. And you've got a card here that says, do I believe I am worthy? Your affirmations are, I am beautiful, I am curious, I am attracting financial success, and I welcome adventure. So it's time to move away from pain and look forward to what's next, have that sense of excitement again, okay? Because I feel like you need to start expecting peace, expecting joy again. Life doesn't have to be hard, okay? Let go of regret. Spirit is saying regret can cause serious illness, and we should not regret the past, because regretting it, we're subconsciously trying to change it, and this is an enormous waste of energy which our body tries to block or overcorrect with an illness on the physical level. So simply accept the past so that regrets don't provoke illness. Okay, what if you were to reframe the events of the past and realize that they happened for you, not to you? You were not a victim of circumstances. Perhaps Spirit needed to intervene and create some kind of chaos to break you away from something that was not good for you. Okay, that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. You've got a card that says that you're going through a purge or a cleanse, so you need to release excess to ensure swifter progress. What can you let go of? We will have a look at that more specifically in just a moment. Spirit is saying what needs to be disposed of, moved, or changed. Your courage to clear away the old will signal that you're ready for the next steps to be revealed, and then Spirit will show you a secret passage to escape a low point in your life. So let go of those programs, as I said, and just have peace as your goal. Because if your goal is peace, then you're programmed for emotional stability no matter what happens. There is a sense that you could be blocking yourself from receiving more than what you're holding on to. Holding on is what we do when we settle for less than what we want. And sometimes it's easier to do that than take responsibility for creating what we want. Allow yourself to imagine what your life would be like if your hands and heart were to receive something better than what you're holding on to, okay? And finally, you've got pay attention to your body. You're not separate from your thoughts or emotions. For example, if you're constantly tired, you might be living your life according to what has to be done, which is sucking the inspiration and motivation out of you. Spirit is saying that mental and emotional shifts are needed to improve your physical condition. Start by ignoring what everyone else is doing and achieving. Remember that your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. So what if it was easy? Sometimes we don't bring about much needed change in our life because we convince ourselves that it's all too hard. But Spirit is saying it doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe, the stars, and the angels with all their powers and find the solution. Would you take the next step if it were easy? It's time to expect ease. Call in grace and receive guidance. You are supported, which leads to another card. You need to ask for more help in your life. Until you can receive with an open heart, you're never really going to be giving with an open heart. So ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart. and surround yourself with people who lift you up. So is your tribe filling you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? You might need to be a little bit more discerning about the people that you spend your time with, okay? All right, so that's your general guidance. Let's see, are there any other... just bear with me one moment. Okay, so I asked about what's blocking you and what you need to let go of in the first half of July, and you've got the need to let go of self-doubt and also powerlessness. So you definitely have what it takes to change your circumstances and take back your power, okay? Spirit is reminding you that life is a game of active participation. We experience some control and we are given some choices, yet once in a while we find ourselves in a place of powerlessness, a place where we feel like we're out of options. And I feel like that's what you're still holding on to, an event that took place that made you feel powerless, but you're no longer powerless. You're just a little bit traumatized from that. So you need to let go of the disappointment surrounding that event. Yes, your expectations weren't met, but there's a higher purpose for it. There's a reason why things didn't turn out as you were hoping. There's a message here coming through really strong that life often takes a twist or makes a turn that is frightening or confusing. But you don't need to understand the why so much as just trust that whatever happened was meant to happen, right? And you're equipped to handle whatever shows up. When things don't go as planned, slow down, reevaluate, and put your intentions forward for the best outcome possible. Lay to rest your vision of the future and place your trust in the divine. Now I want to read out this page from a book that I refer to as my book of divination, but really it's a book by Ivania Van Zant. Sorry if I've said that really badly. It's Until Today, Daily Devotions for Spiritual Growth and Peace of Mind. And Spirit gave me this page for you. It says, life will work for me when I realize, when I tell myself the truth, I can trust myself. If your life is a mess, here are a few things that you may want to consider cleaning up. 1, are you keeping your agreements? Are you doing what you say you'll do? Or are you telling little fibs to get out of the things that you agreed to do? So for example, you might be a little bit flippant about, staying true to what you said you would do. Maybe you're backing out of plans that you've made with friends. It doesn't have to be anything major. But when you do not keep your agreements and then you lie to cover them up, you create little messes all over your life. In addition, when you do not keep your agreements, you learn that you cannot be trusted. And if you can't trust you, who can you trust? Number 2, are you overcommitted? Are you agreeing to do more than you can or need to do because you're trying to get people to like you? Are you making commitments so that other people won't be mad at you? When you're overcommitted, it's a sign that there is a deficit of self-value, self-worth, self-esteem. When you don't feel good about you, you will continue to do things that will maintain the status quo of not feeling good. When you do not feel good, you make a mess in and of your life. Number 3, are you telling the truth about what you feel? This is a big one. Are you telling the truth about what you feel, what you know, who you are? Or are you sugarcoating the truth to yourself and others to avoid hurting their feelings and putting yourself on the spot? When you do not tell the truth, you are enslaved by a lie. The lie controls your life. The lie determines what you do, how you do it, and what you receive as a result. And when you are a slave to a lie, you eventually become the very one who keeps the master alive. Until today, you may not have realized how the mess in your life got started or how to clean it up. But just for today, be devoted to examining, acknowledging, and cleaning up the little things that create such a mess in your mind and in your life. So Spirit is wanting you to be devoted to cleaning up the mess. And that's what they were kind of alluding to when we got those cards about the need to cleanse and the need to purge, the need to release and dispose of what's no longer needed. This is doing a bit of a spiritual spring clean. Okay, so let's have a look at your money, because I feel like there could be some financial messes that need cleaning up as well. Let's see. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Gemini need to see about work and money in the first half of July 2025? What does Gemini need to see about money? You are receiving guidance. There's a card that says divine forces are showing you the way to go, and you're discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. Okay. You've got keep investing in yourself and look into long-term career planning. Your work has potential for both advancement and stagnation. See if there's hope, but allow yourself to move on if needed. Okay, so yeah, there's a sense of you feeling a little bit stuck, or work that you want not being in reach at the moment. But there are things that you can do, like you can take a temporary position while awaiting an opening. You will resolve your current situation soon. And there's a new opening with job security. 2 cards indicate that, okay? So some of you could be looking to cut ties with your current employer. You might be leaving your position soon because you've got cutting ties, and then you've got the beginning card. So it is a good time to start a new job or a whole new career. It's also a good time to build a nest egg for the future, but definitely new life is being born in your career sector, okay? So this is the energy of fresh starts and new job offers. Let's see what the Animal Tarot says before we take a look at your love life. We might even do your success cards. So that's for those of you who want more success in business. If you've got a side hustle or your own business, these cards are really good. But let's have a look at the Animal Tarot first. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the guidance for Gemini when it comes to their money. When it comes to money, please. Ooh, okay, so you've got, there'll soon be reason to celebrate. So this could be new job offer coming in. And the Star, okay, this is good. This is wish fulfillment. And it's saying that you're about to take a big leap forward with your life. Worry will be replaced with optimism and fear with hope. But at the moment, I feel like you're still in this 7 of Pentacles energy. Do I stay or do I go? You know, I always see the 7 of Pentacles as a bit like a crossroads card. You don't know whether you should keep investing in your current job, and maybe you've been there for a long time and you're scared that, you know, you don't want to throw all of that hard work away. Or do you go off in a new direction? So that's where you're currently at, I feel. You've got a lot of ideas coming in. Angels and Spirit, please show me. New ideas with this Star card. New inspiration. Angels and Spirit, please show me. Okay, this one wants to come out. Yeah, okay, the Sun. This is good. This is new horizons, new beginnings. And greater recognition is coming in. Whenever I see the Star and the Sun, this is also potential for fame. You know, being in the limelight, being recognized for your ideas. Definitely new starts coming up in your career with the Fool. And you've got the 6 of Wands, which is victory. So being recognized again, and fame is highlighted. And the 8 of Pentacles is here as well. So soon you'll be moving out of the 7 of Pentacles and into this, you know, recognition for a job well done type of energy, okay? Utilizing your skills to better your financial circumstances. So your career cards are actually really looking good. So even though there could be some financial messes now, you'll be able to improve your circumstances really soon. Let's have a look at your success cards. How can Gemini maximize their financial success in the first half of July, please, Spirit? How can Gemini improve their finances? You've got market legalities. So make sure you're doing everything above board, because you've got a Theodore Roosevelt quote here that says, "No man is above the law and no man is below it." While breaking minor laws will often go unnoticed for a new small company, it can still end your business, and in the long run certainly will. So know the laws. Are certain licenses or requirements needed to deliver your product? What about indirectly, such as with labor, packaging, data, and taxes? What's required? Who can advise you that's running a similar business, or who's an expert in the field? You can just get them to do a bit of an audit. What is the guidance for Gemini? Okay, you've got social responsibility and success. I like this. Success without honor is an unseasoned dish. It will satisfy your hunger, but it won't taste good. So this card is reminding you that consumers are increasingly deciding based on social responsibility to all of our benefit. So a clear mission that you stand behind, transparency, and even your business's legal entity type all have an impact. So scan your entire business and consider where you can be more responsible. Which causes do you care about, which are relevant to your business, and what ways can you support them while also promoting your business? Okay. Success is a loaded term. Look beyond cultural conditioning and the expectations of your past self to the result that you really want. How do you want your life to be, and what impact do you want to have on the world? Does your business align with this vision? Is what the success card is saying. Okay, so we covered a lot of ground already. Let's have a look and see what's going on for you in love. Which deck do I want to use? I want to use this one, actually. Okay, you need to release someone from your past. You've got the Six of Cups in the reverse, which is, nostalgia, but in a not so good way. Okay, yeah, the Death card in the reverse position. You can't have a new beginning in love, and you can't embrace new energies in your love life if you're holding on to something that's dead. You need to let it come to an end. That includes in your mind. You've got this, well, they could be corpses, but they look to me like they're sleeping. I feel like you're dreaming a lot about someone from your past, and it could even be daydreaming. It could just be holding on to what coulda, shoulda, woulda. And this is just draining your precious life force energy, and it's causing you to forfeit new opportunities in love. So I really want you to lay the past to rest. Okay? Angels and Spirit, please show me what does Gemini need to embrace in love? What does Gemini need to embrace? What does Gemini need to embrace in love, please? Okay, you aren't trusting your feelings and your intuition at the moment, okay? And they are crucial in knowing what you want, in knowing what is the best decision for you moving forward, okay? Because you've got the High Priestess in the reverse. This is your intuition, okay? And the King of Cups is in the reverse. You're not listening to your feelings, you're not listening to your inner voice, and it's causing you to stay stuck in indecision. Two of Wands in the reverse. But notice, in the Two of Wands, he's still holding on to one wand while flirting with the idea of a new opportunity or a new path. So this represents the past person that you need to let go of, okay? Otherwise, you're going to just be stuck in no man's land. Okay, you won't be able to move forward. You won't be able to make plans with anybody. Just you need to let go of this past person, okay? Let's see who's around you in love. Angels and Spirit, please show me who is around Gemini in love. First half of July. You got a King of Pentacles. Someone quite solid is around you. This could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Someone who wants to invest in you. Nine of Cups. I feel like they want to show up for you and provide for you is what I'm getting with the Nine of Cups. They want to make you happy. I feel like this person is in a good position to do so. They look quite successful in their own right. Some of you could be like literally with someone who's how should I say this? They enjoy the good things in life. Maybe they're a foodie. I feel like they don't hold back. Like they treat you, they treat themselves is what I'm getting with the Nine of Cups. They're quite indulgent is what I'm getting, okay? Page of Swords. They're very curious about you, watching you, not really knowing where they stand with you is what I'm getting, okay? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Angels and Spirit, clarify these cards. Who is around Gemini in love, first half of July? Yeah, they don't really know where they stand with you. I feel like they're quite sold. They're very, very content with you, but they're not quite sure where this is going. That's why you've got the Page of Swords. They definitely want to create something stable with you. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands here. They've got some insecurities because, as I said, I don't feel like they know where you're at. They feel like this connection has a lot of potential. Strong Taurus energy is here. I feel like they're yet to seal the deal with you. We've got the World in the reverse position. They're yet to seal the deal, and you're coming out here with cards like the Four of Cups in the reverse, Four of Swords in the reverse. Maybe you're kind of, I don't want to say keeping them at arm's length, but you enjoy time alone. I feel like you're not quite sure where you want to take this, and half of it's because you haven't let this past person go. This person is kind of walking on eggshells with you. They don't want to stuff this up. With the Five of Swords in the reverse, they're doing their absolute best to, you know, they're on their best behavior. They don't want any drama. I feel like they're really hoping that things progress is what I'm getting with cards like the Empress. Let me see what they would say to you. Angels and Spirit, please show me. What does this person want to say to Gemini in love, first half of July 2025? Yeah, this person wants to win your heart and they're trying to sweep you off your feet, as I said to you. Angels and Spirit, please show me. What do they want to say to Gemini? I need closure from you. See, they're looking for an answer. They want to seal the deal. They're saying we need some sort of conclusion, or I feel like crescendo. They want this to kind of like be something or not. They're saying, please accept my invitation. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does this person want to say to Gemini? First half of July 2025. What does this person want to say to Gemini? They might use subtle forms of manipulation to try and, like, you know, win you over. I do have a card here that says I'm going to use manipulative tactics to have my way with you. It's almost like they're trying to buy your love. yeah, they know that this is in your hands. I can't make this up. They're saying it's in your hands if you want to see us move forward, but I've done my part. Now it's your turn. So this person is just hanging in there, hoping. Let's see what you're inclined to do. Where is Gemini at? Oh, okay, we've got the Eight of Cups. I feel like you're a flight risk at the moment. What is Gemini most likely to do when it comes to this person? But then again, that Eight of Cups could just be, you know, you finally letting go and walking away from the past person. But let's see. When it comes to this person that's in Gemini's energy, how is Gemini feeling about this person? When it comes to this person in Gemini's energy, how is Gemini feeling? Yeah, things are up in the air and I feel like you're keeping it that way. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. You're not against seeing how this goes and, you know, you're enjoying that this person's putting in a lot of effort. You're willing to kind of just continue as things are. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're taking a bit of a practical approach with this. Show me Gemini's thoughts and feelings about this connection. Show me Gemini's thoughts and feelings about this connection, please. Yeah, but your heart's not in it. And I said that to you before with the King of Cups in the reverse position. You feel like there's unfinished business from your past, or you're just using your past as an excuse to kind of, you know, not go full, like you don't want to put 2 feet in to this connection. We have the Hierophant here, strong Taurus energy that I'm picking up on. This person could offer you like a conventional, traditional relationship. You know that this person could offer you that, but for some reason we have the Seven of Swords, which is that energy of you slinking away or you avoiding this, because this Ten of Swords in the reverse, there's something missing. Let me just see. How does Gemini see this person? How does Gemini see this person in love? How does Gemini see this person? How do they view them? How does Gemini view this person? Got the Devil in the reverse. How does Gemini view this person? You see this person as helping you to overcome a difficult time in your love life. You were involved with someone toxic, and that's what I'm seeing here. This person's helped you escape a low point. We've got the Devil in the reverse next to the Six of Swords. So you're moving out of a tumultuous time in your love life, and this person is kind of representing something calm and peaceful, but your heart's not in it. Your heart's not in it, is what I'm getting. You can't envision a future with this person, is what I'm getting. It's like they're unable to tame you. They're unable to get you completely, as in that they just, you're not all in with this person. There's still a blockage that you need to release, represented by the Two of Swords. So that's what I'm getting. Let's have a look at what your advice is. Angels and Spirit, please show me. All right, you've got Mookite, Jasper, Raw, Morganite, and Selenite. Okay, Selenite's here to help you see things clearly. Communicate what you're wanting. Let's see what Moonlight Jasper says. And Raw Morganite is calling for sensitive communication. All relationships evolve. By healing old patterns that may have blocked you from experiencing relationships as deeply nourishing and joy-giving, you are also evolving. Don't look at the old maps of where you've been or talk about how things will always be the way they were in the past. The future is full of possibilities. Be here now in the present moment, drawing in the power of Moonlight Jasper to amplify your adventurous spirit. You're transforming in this moment, becoming the person that you need to be to have the relationship you desire. You are called to banish fear as you sail forth into unfamiliar seas. You can trust yourself now, for you've learned so much. And Raw Morganite is calling for sensitivity, gentleness, empathy, compassion, also vulnerability and self-forgiveness. Okay, so it's talking about the need to set healthy boundaries. And it's calling for gentle assertiveness. And Selenite's actually calling for you to keep moving past your challenges. Relationships offer us the opportunity to deepen our love and trust and to experience personal transformation, because wanting to make a relationship work can be the key to releasing your beliefs about how the other person ought to act and how right you are at all times. Okay, so you're being called to be more flexible because the universe wants you to have the relationship you desire. Put your energy into what you do want instead of what you don't want. The magic of love is that it can take many forms, all of which can help us heal the old patterns that keep us stuck and unable to move forward into our purpose. That really makes sense based on the entirety of your reading, and I hope it resonates with you, Gemini. Please leave me feedback in the comments, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.